Hello and welcome to the Pup Mommy. We have doctors and we have vets. Do you know anyone who wants to see either of them? Well, probably not, but when we have to, it's always in our best interests to find the ones that are the most competent, trustworthy, and knowledgeable. I've owned dogs for over 30 years. And I probably could have put a fully furnished addition onto this house with what I've spent in vet bills. So I kind of have a feeling and a sense of really what makes a good vet. And I'm going to share in my opinion, 5 tips of what to look for in terms of finding that really good vet for your pup. Look at the number of years that a vet has been in practice. Now, there are some people who say, well, if they've been in practice for 2-3 years, they're coming out of school, that's all right, that's great. You know, they're up on the latest procedures and trends, but I'll tell you, there is absolutely nothing that substitutes for experience. My rock bottom level is 10 years. Because when you have vets that have that 10-year, 15-year, 20-year, 30-year experience, it's not only the book learning, it is the hands-on experience, because so many of them have seen everything. So tip number 1, look for the years of experience. Look for a vet who is continually self-educating. That is really super important, because the vet that always is up on the veterinary journals, they're reading what are the latest trends and procedures. They're also looking at, all right, what are the newest drugs on the market, as well as what are the potential side effects for those drugs? What are the supplements that are out on the market? And also, too, keep in mind that vets have to be up on what's going on in the community. Is there an outbreak of a flea and tick? Is there an outbreak of heartworm? Is something else happening? Vets that are continually self-educating, you're going to know that, because when you start talking to them and you ask them questions, you'll be able to see what kind of answers they give you and how in-depth those answers really are. A really good vet is going to admit to you what they know and what they don't know, and they're not going to be afraid to do that. A really good vet is going to know, okay, I think this is the diagnosis, but you know what? I want a second opinion. I'm going to check with a colleague. I want them to take a look at this x-ray. When they are talking to you about the diagnosis, are they going to recommend a specialist to you? Because your dog's condition is above and beyond what they can treat. And a specialist could be anything from a neurologist, cardiologist, ophthalmologist, orthopedic surgeon. Having the vet know what their limitations are is also really, really important. Look how the vet interacts with your dog. I mean, there are, most of the vets, when they come into a room, they come in and they open the door very slowly, because they don't know what's on the other side. They don't know the reaction of the dog. But there are vets who truly love dogs, and you're going to be able to discern that. Normally what really good vets do is they start interacting with the dog immediately. They start talking to it, petting it. Sometimes my vets, get on the floor with the dog to make it feel more on a one-on-one interaction. And vets also who really react and interact with dogs are going to know when those dogs are stressed and when they just really want the minimum amount of touch and care. And the other thing that I've noticed too with vets is that, I'll tell you, my dogs sometimes they get excited or they get stressed. Sometimes they'll stand up or they'll sit down or they won't want to move, or they'll sit on the sofa or the chair. And then my poor vet has to be a contortionist to try and get a chance to, examine them, or to listen to their heart, look at their ears, look at their eyes, and it doesn't bother them at all. Look at the vet's interaction with you. When you go to a vet, it's really stressful for the dog and it's stressful for you, especially if you're going to the vet, not for just your annual wellness exam, or you're going there to get your vaccinations, annual vaccinations. You're going there because your dog has a problem. How are you being able to convey that problem to the vet? Do they understand? Are they asking follow-up questions? Are they probing to find out what is going on with your dog? And normally, as they are examining your dog, they're going to be reporting their findings to you. And then they will give you options for the dog's care once they give you a diagnosis. So sometimes it could be anything from antibiotics, rest, and a change in diet. Other times it's going to be something a little more serious where they're going to need x-rays or possible surgery. So how that vet is enabling you to understand what your dog's issues are, how much things are going to cost, how long it's going to take, and then also when the vet is talking to you, you know, their appointments at veterinarians are kind of similar to doctors. You have a set amount of time. But if there is something that is radically wrong with your dog, or else you just need the reassurance, really good vets are going to spend the time necessary with you so that you understand everything that is going on with your dog, the protocols that need to be followed, and what are the expected outcomes. That's it for my 5 tips. I'm trying to keep this video brief to what to look for with a really good vet. I'm sure I've left some things out, so if you have any comments or additional suggestions, please leave them below. And so I will leave you with that. Again, always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe, and I hope you found this video helpful and informative. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.